With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State. Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll run on first down. Duval, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. On 1st down, Duval trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's coming. He's coming. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Where are they? Team. One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Hard. Check safety. Bang. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
There.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, Dobbins. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Titans. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rock it. Here we go. Christian, Travis.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here.
He was covered by Kevin Byers.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
We got 4. Go. Check the call.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
There goes a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mariota on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw is Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here we go.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect it and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back to good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the safety creep. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Down. 18 Gator. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Check, check. Lucky. Check 26. Check 26. 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go. Sit. Back.
Mariota from the gun on third down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. I got 8. Tie it left. 6 down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Mariota. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Under 10. 36. twist, watch the twist. 56 to Mike. 56. Watch the slant.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 31. Check 31. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up. You draw Porter. Get it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Duval bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 2nd and 13. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ertz. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Everyone's got 4.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Watch twin. Watch twin. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. Leaping, and he makes the grab. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ringo. Check.
4th down, Mariota. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there in the final minute, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Titans, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.